Hello traders, welcome back to Simply Forex. I apologize for being late. You know whose fault it is. It's always the editor's fault. So blame the editor, guys. Now, we were late because I've just taken a trade. So before we do all the hellos and how are you and see who is in the house, let's look at this trade that I've just got into, okay? But also, guys, please don't forget to get all your questions over to me. All right. So we have just got in euro pound. All right. So let me remove. Now I'm going to keep the fib levels in. So we've just got into euro pound, guys, because first and foremost, this is weekly support. Yeah, this is the day chart. We're in a downtrend. We were in a downtrend, and then bang, this candle here broke these highs. So we are in an uptrend, okay? Now, yeah, so we're in an uptrend and we're looking to take price potentially back up to here. Now, if we drop down to the H4, guys, I've kept the fib levels on, all right? Because they're just such good confirmation. They're another piece of confluence. So obviously, guys, we've got our gray zone, yeah? And we want to see price reacting here. But then I've also drawn in the fib level. So let me just show you. Yeah, we can choose this icon here, go from the last low up to the last high. All right. And we know this 0.5 level is a good level. Okay. Which is part of the reason I've got into this trade. So not only are we at an important gray zone, yeah, we're at the 0.5 fib level, you know, and I like the fact that this moving average 20 is coming up as well. It might want to come down and touch that. Okay, no problem. Yeah, before it comes back up. All right. So we've got in, admittedly, guys, this is a bearish candle, right? But if we look at the H1, you can start seeing these wicks holding each other. Not like hugging, but they are not breaking. Yeah, on the H1, you know, we're starting to see these wicks. My God, I can't even circle a wick. Anyway, these wicks, yeah, and they're closing back within one another. I've put my stop down here to fully protect myself. All right, and we're looking to take price higher. So I have literally just put in this trade in, excuse me, the VIP Discord channel, guys. All right, that's where I put all of my trades. So you're interested in the VIP, go check it out. All right, so there you go, guys. I wanted to share that. Euro pound, we're in this trade. You know, this will be my higher time frame target up here. Yeah, we've entered in here. Seems like a very good level for me. Okay, so there you go. Euro pound, we're in it. How exciting. Now we can say hello, guys. Let's see who is in the house. And we'll also look at another trade that I'm in as well shortly, because New Zealand CAD is coming down nicely as well. Right, let's see who's in the house. Skelts, afternoon, Tom and VIP. Hello, Skelts, part of the VIP crew. Aussie dollar, US dollar. Yes, we can look at that. No problemo. Brett, afternoon, Brett. Brett is the pivots trading guru. If there's anything you want to know about pivots, you can ask Brett in the VIP Discord channel. Nor, how are you, Nor? How have you been? Hash, hi Hash, how are you? Tom, Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, we can take a look at that as well. Aussie dollar yen, I just know, is it between a rock and a hard place, is what I've already looked at that one, but we will look at it again. Hash, Michael, how are you? Carlos, how are you, mate? Colin, how are you? Hope you enjoyed the beers. Say it with Stone. Hi from the south of Italy. Very nice. The usual, okay, euro, US dollar. And say it with Stone. Wasn't it in the south of Italy where they were, you know, you could buy a house for like €1 or something? Yes, say it with Stone. Please confirm if this was true. If there were certain towns you could buy a house for €1. And if it is, I'm going to give you €3 and we're going to go crazy. Gavan, how are you? Naila, Ben, how are you? Eop, very northern. Remo, very good evening, Tom. Guy Brett, Jimmy Noodles. Jimmy in the house. Hope you're all doing well. How are you, Jimmy? Right. So I'm in euro pound, guys. Yeah, I've literally just entered. I love this bloody level. All right. So we're in this trade for longs. Stop below here. Yesterday we're still in New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, and this is breaking down nicely now, guys. All right. So, you know, we were shorting this. Yeah. Well, let's start with the day chart just so you can understand where we're at. But look, we were, you know, we broke these lows. We're clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, we did have a bit of a retrace with this green candle, but really that's just getting us to a place where we could potentially come lower. If we drop down the H4, we've had a nice big red bearish H4 candle. Yeah. You know, I am a little conscious of this. Yeah, we're not, you could argue, we are in potentially a H4 uptrend now. Yeah, you know, we're getting higher lows, higher highs. I would be lying if I said this didn't concern me. What you might find is price wants to come back up to these highs and then come back down. But we shall see, all right? But what I do like on the H1 is that H1 is breaking down, yeah? So we were in this uptrend, yeah, and then we've kind of broken these last lows here. So we're now in a H1 downtrend, all right? So potentially retrace it into here. We could start selling as well. So yeah, just wanted to give you an update on New Zealand CAD. It is coming down nicely, but I am fully aware of that H4 uptrend that we're currently in. You know, it'll be very interesting to see how this H4 candle finishes. We've got an hour and 50 minutes. See how quickly I've done the math there. Yeah, some call me, who's a famous Pythagoras? Yeah, Pythagoras Tom, they call me. Or Fibonacci Tom. Anyway, I apologize for the mathematician jokes, if there's even a joke. Very interesting to see what this H4 candle does. Yeah, will it use this level through here as support, or will we see a nice big red candle and it carries on down? Right, so there you go, guys. That's the trades I'm in. Let's just find out if you could buy a house in Italy for €1. So say it with Stone. Yes, but not around here. Okay, so you're Lecce. All right, I know Lecce. I know Lecce because of Italian football teams. I had to buy my one full price and renovate it with my own hands for 3 years. So nothing for free. No, there is no things for free in life. So I need to keep my money with euro, US dollar. Okay, so you've put a bit of pressure on me there, say it with Stone, you know, but it's okay. So you could buy a house for €1 in the south of Italy. No brainer, yeah. Rain Man, yeah. Honestly, when my friends drop matches in front of me, you should see. Whew, it's very impressive how quickly I count them. Right, guys. Getting very distracted here. Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, let's start with that. So I haven't entered this, okay? And you're probably thinking, why the hell haven't you? And maybe I missed this trade. So Aussie dollar, US dollar, we know is in a downtrend, you know, bang, right? It's even broken this key support level. All right, so I'm in a downtrend. We can clearly see on the H4, you know, that this was that nice gray zone that we wanted a reaction. And we've got that reaction, all right? But like I say, guys, I've been not paying more attention. I've always looked at fibs. Perhaps I am paying a little more attention to them. But if I draw a fib level, okay, from the last high to the last low, yeah, we haven't even retraced to that fib level. And we've got the moving average 20, okay, right? And it just hasn't caught up with that yet. Also, if we look at the H1, we're in a H1 uptrend. And, you know, there's a clear grey level through here. a support and resistance zone through here. Yeah, there is, right? So what I want to see, guys, is a price come back up to here, you know, perhaps test these highs. And then on the H4, we get this nice big wick like this that closes back into these highs. Yeah, I don't want much, but that's what I want to see. Yeah, then I will start selling Aussie dollar, US dollar, because it's retraced enough for me. All right, so let's visualize that on the, because H1 we're in an uptrend, guys. All right, so let's visualize that on the H4. Yeah, so really I want to see price come back up to here. Yeah, and then perhaps we get a wick or something like this that closes back into these highs, and then I will be all over Aussie dollar, US dollar. Yeah, like Rain Man can count matches. Yeah, I will be selling this, guys. All right, here just seems like it hasn't retraced enough. Yeah, that's the only reason I can give the why I didn't get in on this trade. So we shall see if price keeps coming down. Yeah, then I missed out on this trade. But that's what I want to see, guys. Just more of a retrace. If we go back to the New Zealand Canadian dollar example, it's all about the retrace. You know, I would say that's what my trading is well, not, it is based on retraces. Yeah, this idea of value. Now, on New Zealand Canadian dollar, we all got in the trade here. Yeah, because we saw a nice bearish H4 candle. Yeah, but it still wanted to push higher. And now we've seen another bearish H4 candle. All right, is this going to be the one that takes it lower? You know, really, it could come all the way back up to here. Yeah, you know, arguably you should put your stop above here, but then you're going to have difficulty with risk to reward and putting enough on your trade to make money, if that makes sense. Or you can build a trade, which is what I do often. So it's all about that retrace. You know, is it here? Is it here? And the signs are structure and trend. So let's take a quick look at this, guys. I'm getting quite serious all of a sudden. Getting quite serious on these live streams. Let me have some vodka and cheer up a little bit. And guys, before I show you this piece of analysis, if I could ask everyone to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if everyone could please smash the like button. Yeah, it really helps support the vid and the editor's children. So here, you know, if you looked at this right now, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, yeah, we are in a H4 downtrend. Okay, yeah, clearly lower lows, lower highs. All right, so we're looking good for a H4 break, retrace. Even if we draw in the fibs at this level, okay, yeah, we've even retraced to this fib level. Okay, so there's lots to like about this entry. But if you look on the H1, you know, there was this level here that potentially price could have bounced up off. And it does eventually. Okay, so, you know, where are you wrong? You're not wrong if you get in here. Yeah, that can be a good entry. But then you really need to ponder your stop loss. You know, you're not putting your stop loss here. So really this is about stop loss placement. If you do that, you're asking for trouble. Yeah, even this fib level, or even outside of this gray zone, you know, inside this gray zone, chances are there's a strong probability you could get stopped out. Any of these stop losses are no good. Yeah. Again, if you put your stop loss up here and you're entering here, you know, does the trade make sense all of a sudden? Probably not, right? But I'm building this trade, but I put my stop loss here. Yeah. Because all things considered, I still need my trade to make sense from a risk to reward point of view, even if I build it. Okay. Now, Why have I put my stop loss here? Well, it's above this grey zone and it's above all of these important fib levels. So this stop loss is giving me a chance, okay, to have a trade that makes sense in terms of risk to reward, and I won't get stopped out, okay? Whereas this stop loss is increasing the chances of you not getting stopped out, but your risk to reward is all skewed. So everything in trading, guys, is this constant trade-off. Yeah. And considering all of that and all of this trade-off that I spoke about, I was willing to put my stop loss there. But these are all the things that are going through my head in terms of, you know, stop loss, trade entry, risk to reward, risk. All right. So you need to consider all of these factors before you take a trade. All right. And then if we go back to, you know, current time, you know, at the moment, yeah, there's, you know, could be lots of things and permutations happen here, right? But at the moment, my stop loss is looking okay, and it looks like it wasn't a bad placement. All right, but we shall see. Okay. So yeah, you know, and there's this real balancing act between getting in early, which really entering here is getting in early, or, you know, getting in early and then missing the, sorry, if you get in early, yeah, you're jeopardizing the risk to reward, but you won't miss the trade if this happened. Whereas if you wait for price to come all the way up to here and you enter, yeah, you may have missed a trade. It may not have retraced this far. So again, that's a trade-off. It depends how much you like the higher time frame setup. So all of this is based, all of these decisions are based on the day chart and how much I like this setup. And one of the reasons I got in early was because, look, you know, and you've got to bear in mind, guys, I got in early when the day chart looked like this. Yeah. You know, you couldn't wish for a nicer continuation of trend. Yeah. Break lows, super bearish candle, you know, not, you know, moving average 20, you're not oversold. So this really led me to enter this trade early. It was okay to do so. All right. So yeah, you know, hopefully I'm not rambling, and hopefully all of these things come into your head when you place a trade, guys, because, you know, they need to. Right, let's take a look at some other trade ideas. So Aussie dollar, US dollar, we've done. What else are we looking at? Right, let's have a look. I've got some other questions here. So Aya, Greg, how are you? Colin, the Liverpool man. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Brett pivots. Okay, and we've got another question here. All right, but let's look at another currency pair, guys. All right, so let's look at Aussie dollar, Japanese yen for hash, one of the VIP crew members. We're like so solid crew, but cooler. Right, let's have a look at Aussie dollar yen. All right, let's do this one together. Should we do this one together? Okay, we'll do another one together. Like I said, hash, this is rock and hard place. Yeah, so there's the rock, there's the hard place. This is the problem with Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, and it's just sort of hitting there, coming down. You know, you might find this, but this is the problem with Aussie dollar yen right now. There's no doubt that this is in a downtrend. Okay, clearly in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, yeah, downtrend. But this level is a very nice weekly level. Okay, so if we go to the weekly chart now, you know, look at that. Look, you know, it's difficult to sell that weekly wick. All right, and we know this is a piece of support, and it's also, you know, also it's closed above the moving average 20. Yeah, that's quite a bullish candle. So bearing all of that in mind, that weekly candle and this daily downtrend, yeah, it's just created buyers, sellers, yeah, and we need to have a winner. I mean, you could trade it like a range, you know, sell this, buy this. Yeah, you could, right? But I really want to see price break either side of this. You know, if it comes back up here, then I think we have a high probability trade to come back up to these highs. Yeah, if it breaks, I mean, it does have quite a bit to break. It really needs to break that. If it breaks that, then I would argue we have a high probability trade down to the next piece of support. All right, so Aussie dollar yen, yeah, I just don't like this weekly buying and daily selling pressure. It's just going to create that. Okay, that's like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Jake the Snake Roberts. Just, you know, fighting it out in there. Anyway, right, what else are we looking at, guys? That was Aussie dollar yen. So say it with Stone, wanting to look at Euro US dollar. So we'll look at that, say it with Stone. I've just got a question here from Aya. Hi, Tom. Why is it always important for you to be with 1 hour time frame? So it's not always important for me to be with the 1 hour time frame. To be honest with you, the higher the time frame, the more, well, not, it's just fact. The higher the time frame, the more gravitas it has. Okay. So for example, New Zealand dollar, Canadian, or Aussie dollar, US dollar today. Yeah. So let's get rid of this. Actually, let's go with New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, because this actually, yeah, talks about what you're speaking about. All right. So H4, yeah. Remember, I took a trade here. Yeah. So H4, I was happy to take this trade because I was with H4 trend, and H4 trend for me overrides H1. In fact, if you're a new trader and you're like, oh, Tom, I'm looking at all these different time frames and they're not making sense, look at daily and H4. Yeah, because, you know, daily's most of, well, all of the time I will follow daily trend, you know, unless we're at a weekly support or resistance. But most of the time, guys, I'm with daily trend, and I also want to be with H4 structure as well. So I entered here, but at this point, I am not with H1 structure. Yeah, you can clearly see H1 structure has broken. And if anything, this becomes a good area for support and it can bounce off, which it did become. But I'm still aware of that. Yeah, but I took the trade regardless. There was enough confluence for me to take the trade. Okay, so I would say I'm more with H4 trend than I am with H1 trend. Yeah, so daily trend is the overriding trend, H4 is next, and H1 is below that. That would be my order of trends I pay attention to. But, you know, but if they're all in sync, chances are you've got a nice trade. You know, if daily, H4, H1, I did this tutorial on the point of exhaustion, you know, and if everything's moving in the right direction, take the trade. You know, there's a higher probability of it working out. So there you go, Aya. I hope that helps. Right, what else were we looking at? Yeah, so Euro US dollar for say it with Stone. Right, let's perhaps we can do this one together, guys. We're going to do this one as one big happy family. All right. And before I do, guys, can I just mention a few things? So first of all, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please smash the like button. Yeah, we'd love to have you, and we appreciate you smashing the like button. And also, guys, if you haven't joined our trading community yet, then please come join it. Yeah, it's free. So we've got the free Discord channel. As part of that, we also have the VIP Discord channel. Yeah, you do have to pay for that, but you get my trade ideas and you get a sea of tutorials. Okay, so check that out. Also, guys, if you would like to be coached one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email and we'll send you the details of the mentorship program. And finally, guys, if you would like to show your support and love for the channel, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member. All right, and there's loads of perks for doing so. So check it all out. The editor will no doubt put all the links in the live chat. Right, Euro US dollar weekly chart. Okay, so we're going to do this one together, guys. All right, so weekly chart, Euro US dollar. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? All right, so they're your only options, guys. As a trader, you can buy, sell, or stay out. That is it in terms of your options. So only the weekly chart, Euro US dollar. What would you do? Leave your answer in the live chat right now. I'm going to carry on drinking vodka from an Evian. Okay, so Jimmy Noodles stay out, Travis Hawkins stay out, Michael sell, Daniel Davies stay out, Brett stay out. Any more for any more, guys? Guys, if I could bottle you and use you as an indicator, you know, because that's what you are. Yeah, all of this feedback that you get is like an indicator. All right. So everyone, okay, so the majority is stay out, and we've got a couple of sells, and we've got a buy. All right. So the majority is stay out, and I would agree with that. Yeah, and let me explain why. But it's a bit of a mixed bag. So if your feedback is mixed, chances are it's probably not the best trade to take right now. Yeah, if someone's saying sell, another one's saying stay out, another one's saying buy, you know, probably not the best pair to trade. But if we just look at the weekly chart, okay, so there's so also, guys, right? Would you consider this weekly chart as an uptrend or a downtrend? So Jack Mwansa, okay, also stay out. And also, guys, yeah, just quickly, same chart, weekly chart, uptrend or downtrend or range. What would you say this is? Okay, so Michael says a downtrend, Jimmy Noodles range, Daniel Davies uptrend. Okay, there you go. There's your answer. Okay. We've had 3 answers and 3 different responses, guys. Travis uptrend. So again, a little bit subjective, right? If I remove this gray zone, yeah, because we want to be able to see the chart, right? You know, would you say that? Yeah, but even there, you know, we haven't broken these highs. Even this wick closes back to these highs. Yeah, but you know, like I say, it's tricky, guys. It's not, the charts are not always going to be clear. Yeah, You know, and if they're not clear, stay out. But you could argue that, right? And that really is an uptrend, yeah? Higher lows, higher highs. You could also argue, yeah, you could say prices potentially, it's not really ranging yet. If we got a bounce off of this level, then okay, we could argue a range. Yeah, even if we just get a bounce, because then we know that this low here, this support has been validated. Yeah, and we could say price is just moving from here to here, right? Or you could argue that we come up here, yeah, you know, all these wicks were closing, but then, you know, bang, this candle here broke all of those lows. It's all a little bit subjective, but I would say this is just about still in an uptrend. Yeah, but I mean, look at this candle. This is coming down now as we speak. So straight away, it's tricky, right, to read structure. And if you can't read structure, you know, take euro US dollar and toss it off a high building, yeah, because you don't want to, it has to be clear, right? Has to be. This weekly chart isn't clear. But now let's think of other factors, right? We're at a level of support, weekly support. Remember, this candle hasn't finished yet. So first of all, I'm definitely not selling. Yeah, I do not sell into support. Don't short into support. The editor is on the t-shirts. Yeah, I'm not going to sell that. The market has shown you this is an important weekly support level. So do not sell into it, right? I can't do that. Do I want to buy it? Potentially a buy is on, but not with these candles. Yeah, we've dropped below the moving average 20, and just look at the bearishness. So even though it is at a level of support and potentially in an uptrend, I don't want to buy it either. Yeah, if I was going to buy it, I need to see a nice big green candle that looks something like this. Yeah, then perhaps. All right, so stay out. Yeah, I don't want to buy it. I don't want to sell it. Stay out of the market. Okay. Now, we don't make, you know, we don't make a decision based solely on the weekly chart. Let's take a look at the daily chart now. But you're going to have the same problem. Yeah, even if I ask, you know, let's ask the same question again, guys. All right. So daily chart, would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? So everyone, guys, buy, sell, or stay out of this market. Okay, Andres, I'll answer that question. Tony Oliver, totally agree. Okay, so we've got stay out, stay out. Out, stay out. Relaxation with Nayenda. Where have you been? We've missed you. Yeah, say it with Stone, depends on today or tomorrow's close. Exactly. But this is a stay out. Yeah, we're at a very good support level. We're clearly in a, you know, downtrend, if not a bit of an ugly downtrend, a lot of choppy price action, but we're in a downtrend. If we get a break of this level, yeah, then okay, potentially we could start selling this, but we're not. Currently on yesterday's candle, today's hasn't finished forming, we have not broken that low. So again, this is simply a stay out. Again, if tomorrow, let's look at different scenarios now, right? If we got a bearish candle that broke this level, God, look at that candle. Yes, I have been drinking. But if we got a daily candle that looked like that, then okay. Yeah, potentially, you know, that's a break of support. Yeah, and this is potentially could come lower. All right, potentially a trade for tomorrow. The other scenario is we just get a doji, nothing happens, no trade. The other scenario is we get a bullish candle. But again, I'm not going to buy that because we are in a downtrend. Yeah, so, you know, the only real possibility is a break of this low. Yeah, nothing else really makes sense for me, guys, and we could potentially come lower. Also to point out here, please bear in mind that what we're looking at here is a weekly level, right? So you could quite easily get a candle like this, right? You get a nice big bearish candle, right? That looks like that. And you're like, Tom, we're selling this. Yeah, we're all over it. And difficult to argue against, right? But price could come out of this low, and then let's say we get a candle like this. Yeah, on Wednesday, we get another candle like this on Thursday. And on Friday, we get one more candle like that. So there's been no follow through, right? Now, imagine what the weekly candle looks like. If we go back to the weekly chart, because you have to consider the weekly chart at a weekly level, right? Now, let's imagine you end up getting a wick that looks something like that. Still a red candle, but we've got, you know, a wick that looks like that. Then on the weekly chart, you're still not selling that. That daily chart has broken that level, fact. But on the weekly chart, by the end of the week, you have a candle that looks like that. You are not selling that. If anything, you're buying it, you know, potentially before you sell it or whatever you want to do. Yeah, so consider all of those things. Yeah, so there you go, guys. Right, I had another interesting question here, and it was from Andres, or Andres. Hi, Tom. Why moving average 20 has so much meaning for you? So it doesn't have, it's more of a, so first and foremost, I use moving average 20 as dynamic support. I mean, just pick any pair. It's going to show me up now and not use it as support. So this is how I use the moving average 20. I'll just pick the random pair, all right? Now, first and foremost, if this is the, let's go to the day chart actually, all right? So if price is below the moving average 20, yeah, then chances are we can take some shorts, all right? If price is below the moving average 20, generally speaking, we're looking for shorts. If price is above the moving average 20, we're looking for buys, okay? So that it's more of a visual thing with regards to that. Also, you know, it's not an exact science, but price tends to use the moving average 20 as a piece of dynamic support or resistance, all right? And I use it, okay, so let's focus on this as well. So as you can see, you know, price, yeah, is used, like I said, not an exact science, but look, it sort of obeys the moving average 20 as a piece of support in this case, because we're in an uptrend. All right, so that's another reason I use the moving average 20. Yeah, I like to see price bounce off it. Okay, so something like this candle, guys, right? So we've got a lot of indecision here at the moving average 20, and then bang, you've got this candle. Yeah, that is a buy trade all day. Okay, although I would take profit here. All right, some profit. All right, so I like to use it as dynamic support as well. I like it because it does many things. Also, it tells me if something is overbought or oversold. Yeah, so, you know, if, let's go back in time. Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, so, you know, regardless of this gray zone, we don't know this is a support and resistance zone at this point, right? But if price is here and my moving average 20 is here, it's just overbought. Yeah, I'm not interested. Yeah. And again, it's not an exact science, but I want to see price head towards the moving average 20. Because if every time it edges closer to the moving average 20 in an uptrend, every time it edges down, I'm getting more and more value. Yeah. And like, you know, if you buy pound Aussie dollar, you want value. And then let's just play this along. You know, there you go, right? Once you get something like this, not only do you have, yeah, a piece of what was once resistance becomes support, but you also have the moving average 20 as dynamic support. So I can use it to confirm other pieces of support and resistance as well. It's such a versatile indicator. It does a lot of things. Yeah, so that's why I like it. You know, it wouldn't be the only basis for a trade. Like it's bounced off moving average 20, I'm taking it. No, you know, it's just another piece of confluence to take the trade. But this would be a nice trade. Yeah, if you started seeing H1 build up on the lower time frame, you know, take it higher. And also, it doesn't have to come back. You know, something like this, guys. All right. This area here. So price has left the moving average 20. This is a good sign and tells us something is trending hard. All right. Sometimes you won't get a retrace, but even if I get a retrace to here, I know it's not at the moving average 20. Yeah, I've got eyes. Yeah, I can see that. But where it is at this last level here. Yeah, what was once resistance became good support. This would be more of a H4 level, really. All right. But the fact that we're here, you know, it's close enough to the moving average 20. Yeah. It doesn't have to touch it all the time. If it does, it's a, you know, more value and more confluence. But even if it comes down into here and we start seeing bullish pressure, you know, we can still take this trade. Yeah. We can't take it up here, but if it comes back somewhere towards the moving average 20, then we can. So it's just a bit of a, yeah, a multi-purpose indicator. I use it for many reasons, and it helps to visualize things as well. You know, even here, guys, you know, this area here is putting me off selling pound Aussie dollar. Yeah, because it's reacting at the moving average 20. Yeah, other times it won't. Yeah, it'll just sail through the moving average 20. But generally, if it sails through, you know, it's, you know, I mean, that's quite a strong move. All right. So, Andres, I hope that answers your questions with why I use the moving average 20. It's the only indicator I use apart from fibs. And again, I just use fibs to confirm my support and resistance zones as well. Right, what else are we? Dexter, how have you been, Dexter? Welcome back. Right, did we have any other questions up here, guys? In fact, I've just seen the time. I have got to go and do something. All right, guys. So, guys, if you've enjoyed the vid, please subscribe and like the channel. Don't forget to join our free trading community, guys. Join the free Discord. Check that out as well. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all your questions. Have a great trading